In chapters 19 and 20 we will see that with Mr. Fogg at prison, he would only expect to go out cause if he didn't, he would lose the bet. It was impossible for him to escape, so he just waited patiently as always. As soon as he was set free, he knocked Fix down and went to take a train to London. By the time he arrived he come to acknowledge that he was 5 minutes late, and of course he lost the bet too. On the next day, Passepartout was ordered to buy things for meals and head home with Mr. Fogg and Aouda, and because everything was lost and because of the detective, he had lost all of his money and 12,000 from the bank. On that same night, Passepartout and Aouda thought that Mr. Fogg will put his life at end, so he was watched all night. On the next morning, Aouda went on a talk with Phileas. After minutes of pure silence, Fogg asked for forgiveness and Said that he was gonna do what was right for him. She rejected everything he said and asked Mr. Fogg to marry her and arrange the marriage for the next day, on Monday. In the Reform Club they were expecting him on Saturday, and him to be late, or the majority, but before the time ends, a noise like the thunder was heard outside the room, a noise of a shouting. Fogg appeared and in his usual calm voice said, "Here I am, gentlemen." Before this, Passepartout had been sent by his master to arrange the marriage and realized that they had made a mistake and got 1 day early. Phileas Fogg had completed his journey and won the bet of £20,000. He gave what was left in his pocket to Passepartout and to Mr. Fix, and gave his fortune to Aouda. They got married 48 hours later. And what had Phileas Fogg gained in the journey? Nothing, you may guess, except a beautiful and loving wife who made him the happiest man.